So we're at the corner of Hillside and Pryor in Victoria, and just up around the corner here is one of our first bus shelters to discover. So this style of shelter used to be quite common here in Victoria. There were many of them dotted all around the city and in neighbouring Saanich as well. However, most of them have now been replaced by the more modern variant as seen across the road. This is just the first of a few bus stops that I've discovered like this, and so with that, let's go find some more. Another one of the vintage shelters on our quest is at the corner of Pearl Street and Shelburne, as seen here. Our next location here is at Richmond and Kings Road. And as far as I know, one of the last locations in Greater Victoria that has one of these old shelters is Oak Bay Avenue and Richmond Road. We moved on down to the former Beacon Hill terminus, and as will be shown in a picture in a moment, there was a shelter here too up until about 5 years ago. Here at Hastings Street and Holland Avenue in Saanich, we see yet another of the old shelters. Notice the colour scheme on the side of this shelter. It dates from the 1960s, when BC Hydro operated the provincial transit systems. This particular bus was retired from Victoria's fleet in 2002. At Vernon and Saanich, near Uptown, another example was located here until around 2012. Out in Sydney, there were several of these bus shelters too. However, they are now all gone. At Kenora Road and Summergate Drive, 2 shelters used to exist here. The other location in Sydney with one of these shelters was at Bower Bank and Ardwell. One more was in central Saanich at the Peninsula Hospital, the only one painted in this manner as far as I know. Back into the city of Victoria, we find another shelter at Skinner and Catherine Streets on the 14 route. This shelter has a somewhat different design than the others we've seen. A similar shelter used to be located at the Hillside and Douglas stop, but as we can see, it has been replaced. The last bus shelter for this video is on Fairfield Road at Linden Avenue, served only by the Route 7. Moving away from the shelters, here at HMC Dockyard we see one of the old red signs. Here on Sooke Road in southern Langford, we see the last remaining red bus stop sign in Greater Victoria. All the others have long since been replaced.